That's kind of chum.
Hey everyone, welcome to ow. Ow. That hurt. Ow. Welcome.
Ow.
Oh, there's an echo. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me try this again. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 11 of the Hawkcast. I'm your host Shadowhawk, and you may have noticed that there is no song this time. That's because I'm thinking of just ditching that whole thing and just getting straight into the fun.
Perhaps.
Also, Rando, you didn't change your picture.
I will get to it eventually, my guy. Eventually.
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 And Amen.
Event!
You have returned.
Yes, I exist.
And I can see the chat is very active. Hello. Yes, I remember you. Mr.
King.
Ambrose. Anyways,
Water consumption.
yes, and I forgot my water, so instead I have this gallon jug that's like a quarter full.
Yes. Good.
Who needs a jug of anything when you can just go to the ocean and just, slurp
And that's
it up?
how you get dehydrated.
Nah, that dehydration will just mean that you can just slurp up some more of that ocean. Just get some more sustenance.
That's not how this works.
You'll eventually get hydrated if you drink enough salt. Big burn. I'm going crazy.
Yeah, I think we established this in episode 1.
Maybe.
Yes.
So anyways, I did have some stuff on my mind, and now I can't remember it. Oh yeah. I want to address this at the beginning, just for those who don't really want to stick around for some reason. If you haven't seen the video called The State of My Channel, go watch it. Because, surprisingly, people are still asking me what's going on. Despite that being out. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically about a week or two ago, I put out a video called The State of My Channel, which explains why I haven't been uploading my normal stuff. Sorry, my words are all over. Hello, thanks. My voice. Oh my god. It's not working with me today.
Welcome to the gang, boy.
Listen, you can't you can't say anything. You freaking broke your voice in episode 5, I think it was.
I can do it again. I know how to.
As I was trying to say, hi, Leandro, I think that's how you say your name. Thanks for the hug.
Hugs.
I love hugs. They're very nice. But yeah, basically, long and short of that video, I have major burnout from making all those types of videos, and serious lack of motivation to make them, and when I start them, I never finish them.
Hey, welcome to the club.
On top of that, I've added that I'm going to start making some more new content besides the podcast. I'm going to be uploading probably highlights from Twitch, music covers that I make in GarageBand, and maybe even some gaming stuff, which I'm actually working on right now, which brings me into the next thing that I wanted to mention that's on my mind, is I hate Movavi, which is an editing software, because basically, so MN and I did a thing on TF2. We did like a duel where I won't go into it. I'll save that for if the video even freaking comes out anytime soon. But I'd gotten a good like 25 minutes of video edited, and that was out of like a 55-minute clip out of a total of, I want to say, 3 hours. And I had that all together, and I was using the free trial version because frickin' the actual version costs several $100s, which I do not have right now. And instead of, telling me, like, oh, hey, you're using the trial version, so when you export your videos, it's gonna have this giant-ass watermark in the center of the screen. Oh, and also, we're gonna take half of your audio away. And it only told me that once I was starting to export it. So basically, all that work that I put in for over a week was for nothing. So I'm back to square one, which is I haven't touched it since because why? And C&E mentioned to use Movie Maker. Yeah, I'm thinking about it because I'm actually gonna probably need the link for that again, but that works so much easier, and it's free.
Hey, Filmora is pretty decent. That's all I'm gonna say. It might cost a pretty penny, but if you are just doing the free trial, I'm pretty sure it just has the watermark on the left side.
No, it's like it's a giant or like, at least with mine, or what I was using, there was the watermark was like a blackish gray box across the entire middle of the screen.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of it. I'm gonna open the video here. Shut up, me. And I'm just gonna take a picture, and I'll send it in the chat here.
It has gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he might have had to do something, but I'll pull up the chat here. Look at that.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's some stewage.
Yeah, I am so mad about that. And this is only like snipping and cutting parts of it out. This isn't like any editing yet. But still, this is really annoying.
Now it'll be fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Also, yeah, Rando, your y is still there.
Oh, what?
Just leave it there. It's fine.
Oh. Oops.
But yeah, C&E, because I don't have it on my new computer anymore, and I don't know how to get it transferred from my other computer, so if you could send me the link that you sent all that time ago, that'd be great. I don't know how I could make that sound any less suspicious.
You can't.
Send me the file. Anyways, pretty sure there's one other thing. Well, I can't think of it.
Well, that's the problem, because this is supposed to be what's on your mind. If you can't think of the thing, then how are we sure that's actually on your mind?
Well, hey, half the time it's just me thinking.
Fair point, fair point.
And man is dead for some reason, and you're just...
vibing. Morbin. It's Morbin time. No. Bad. Bad movie.
I heard that they literally re-released that just to put their part in on the joke.
Mm-hmm.
And it did worse.
It did worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is sad because I think Matt Smith is in that movie.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Everything's fine.
They did my boy dirty. Arguably, he's not the best doctor, though, in my opinion. But he's great. I hear you typing away in the comments. Don't you dare.
Oh, you.
David Tennant and Peter Capaldi are my favorites. End of discussion.
David's pretty good. He's pretty fucking good. Anywho, yesterday there was a power outage at work. A bird flew into the fucking transformer, and it went echo. Yeah. But it went pop.
Yikes.
There was no more bird. It also knocked out half the systems, so it short circuited the transformer. So it was only providing enough power to the building to
Oh god, what happened?
what did you do?
No.
But it was only providing enough power to
There we go.
power half of the building. So we were closed for an hour waiting for him to fix the transformer. Eventually the power came back on, but the computer for all our clocking, like for our ticket stubs, like to get paid, that was broken. The computers were not coming online, so we couldn't take any orders. So we were closed for 2 hours straight on a Friday night. Yeah, for the first hour, because we couldn't be in the kitchen because none of the fans were running and fryers produce vapor. Without those fans running, it just oiled up the entire area. So we had to leave the door open and wait for it to vent out. But yeah, it was not very fun. We based like the entire kitchen crew was outside directing traffic around the building, and the cashiers were inside keeping people from trying to order stuff. Like, it was so bad that we have a store manager and then we have a district manager that manages pretty much all the stores.
Were they there to tell the people that we literally can't do anything?
No, they came over to see what the fuck was happening at our store. Because the general manager had called them saying, hey, power went out, only half the systems are online and we can't fix it. We're calling over like the power company right now. And they came over to see what was happening, and they were there until we were closed. Because it did not like life.
Me. Sorry, I couldn't mute myself in time.
A good old borp never hurt anybody. I'll tell you what. Yeah, see, it was a feathery explosion. Like, I was inside the building, and I heard solid boom.
Oh, I know what that. I've been around that kind of sound. It
scared the crap out of the person who was taking orders outside. Because the transformer is only like 50 meters away.
Oh wait, that was of the transformer, not the power going out?
Yeah, that was the transformer. We heard it from inside the building.
Oh.
It scared the crap out of the person outside. They thought a bomb went off inside the kitchen. I honestly thought that one of the fryers had exploded because I had my back to the kitchen because I was doing dishes. And I just hear a boom and all the power went out. And I was like, oh dear. I turned around, my lights came on, and all the kitchen lights were off and the emergency generator kicked in. But that's only supposed to run
get the shotgun.
But funny thing is, there's like a little backup generator that powers emergency lightings in case there's like a full power outage. That's only supposed to be running whenever there is a complete and total power outage. But we had half the systems running on the grid power and the emergency stuff running on the generator. So the generator kept on kicking on and off. So some of the lights kept on flickering. It was like a straight up horror scene in there in the kitchen. It was iffy.
And all of this was from a bird?
Yes, all this from a singular bird flying into the transformer and short circuiting it.
That bird is dead.
Oh yeah. Again, it was a feathery explosion. There was no bird when we went out there and looked at it.
Was it? What did you actually see? Like feathers everywhere?
No, I wasn't outside. I was inside the store. But we assumed that was a bird because there was nothing left up there, and it looked like something had made contact between the two. So we think it was a bird. Emphasis on was. It's very much not there anymore. Anyway, I've had my spotlight. MN, what's on your mind right now?
A good talk.
Sure.
All right, next topic.
I've been decently busy with some things.
You did not go on another vacation, which is good.
Well, I went on a vacation last week to go to my brother-in-law's to stay the week there. And what is it? Before that, I went to a Boy Scout camp to complete some things for Boy Scouts, and that went decent. And then, of course, I went to my dress or my brand. Yes, everyone knows what that is. Okay, so my brother-in-law's and my sister's house, and yeah, I've just been all over the place. And now we are working on home improvements for this
Tim
week.
Allen?
What?
What?
No one gets that joke.
I don't get it.
There's like this game or something. It's called Home Improvement, and Tim Allen is in it.
No, we're doing it ourselves.
If you don't know who Tim Allen is, just think of Buzz from Toy Story.
One sec.
I just imagine Buzz from Toy Story, like full-on spacesuit and all, just carrying around like a carpenter's belt.
He would.
He just walks up to your window and just goes like, "You need some improvement?" I think that window right there is looking mighty busted. Grabs
Like
him
your
and
mission
breaks
log.
it.
I'm going around cleaning people's windows. They seem pretty happy, but there's this one guy who might try to kill me.
I'll be fine.
I'm glad they ended Toy Story on 4.
Yeah. Then we have Pirates of the Caribbean fucking 7.
Dude, 6 hasn't even come out yet, and it won't because Johnny Depp's not gonna be in it. And they know for a fact that nobody's going to watch it other than to see how bad it is if they do make one. Oh, I remember now what I was going to mention. Oh, hello. My brother is here.
I did not know that I voiced Mater, though. That's interesting.
He did it? That's, what's his name? Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy. My cable's pretty broken.
Or do you mean someone else? I don't know. But yeah, I do have a, different mic. So, let me know if it sounds better or worse than my previous one. But, time to transition into our first topic, which is things that you see while driving. Now, MN, oh my god.
I'd pray to never see this while driving, alright?
That is literally a nightmare, and
Hi, friend. Are you ready for war?
God, my friends are insane.
We know that.
MN, I guess if you've seen anything while in a car with your family, then, that counts too. But, Rando, you in particular had a pretty good story that you wanted to tell all of us, so...
I actually have 2 stories. One of them short, one of them is long. The first one's going to be a nice short one. So, I used to live up north in Indiana. I moved to a different place, and every once in a while we do a road trip up to Indiana. On our second time going back up to Indiana, It was really early in the morning, and this guy in a work truck drifted off into our lane coming around a series of turns. He drifted into our lane and almost hit the front end of our Ford Escape.
What?
And we had to, back out of it real quick. I wasn't driving, my stepdad was. We, hit the brakes real hard, jarred everyone awake, and there was a straightaway afterwards. And we all universally just had like a singular brain cell moment that just combined. And as we went by him, we all just flipped him off. 4 people.
At the
3 of us
exact
curled up
same
in-
time.
Yeah. 4 people in a car. 3 of us curled up in blankets, just driving by this work truck, flipping him off. At like 6 in the morning.
I mean, typically that's something you don't do while driving because that's how road rage happens. But in this case, I think I'll allow it.
Yeah. Well, again, we were all a little unhappy about it. It was early. We were all groggy. I'm pretty sure that guy hadn't even had his cup of coffee yet. So, yeah, I think it was just a bit of a rough morning.
Well, I think the guy in your pictures had too much coffee.
Oh no, this is just me after one of my benders of cocaine. Don't mind it.
No reasons that's a joke.
No, it's not. Why do you think the entire bottom side of my face is blood red? I got one hell of a bloody nose. I'll tell you what. Just
You're gonna
snorted
scare
all
away everybody.
Wouldn't be the first time, now would it?
No, it wouldn't.
No, I won't.
This isn't really something too like crazy. But just the other day I was driving home from the gym and I saw this car with I don't even want to know how many, but there were just stickers all on the back of this car.
I've seen
so
cars like that.
many, and that's not all. But for whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't want to know why, but their license plate was 3 furries. I mean, I have a lot of questions. Some of the things that people do to their cars makes me look at them and wonder, what is wrong with you?
That actually brings me to something that I absolutely hate about some car culture. That is donk. Do you have any idea of what it means to donk a car?
No, but it doesn't sound very family friendly.
Well, I'm going to send a picture, and all I'm going to say is I have seen a car that was this exact model, almost the exact same style, except instead of this bright-ass pink, it was a neon green. Take a look at that. That is what is known as donking a car.
That is literally the worst thing I have ever seen.
Yeah, I absolutely hate it when people do this to cars. It hurts my little car's soul. But I have seen like 5 or 6 cars like this, and it hurts my soul to the extreme points.
You know,
Just
I'm
thinking
just
about
gonna
it is
take
making my
that
back
off for
twitch.
the sake of everyone watching.
Like, if I were to be driving, it'd be very tempting to, pull up beside it and just give it a little poke in the left rear.
Maybe don't do that.
Come on, what's wrong with the pit maneuver when I'm not a police
CNE wants to
officer in a
kamikaze
chase?
it.
That's what you do. Yeah, you don't want that paint transfer. It'll ruin your paint job, I'll tell you what.
Like, and going back to the sticker thing, like, I get it. People want to show off their interests, but you don't need 9,000 stickers on the back of your car, because then it's just distracting other drivers.
Yeah.
Literally, I have a there's an echo, Emin. I have a White Star flag and front license plate to show my interest in the Titanic. For anyone who knows about it, they'll just be like, "Oh, hey, that's that flag." That's all I've got, and that's all I need. I just have a license plate and a flag, and maybe I'll put like one or two stickers on the tailgate. But that's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you really need. For me, one thing that I absolutely hate is riced cars, which is the definition of all show, no go. While you have a sleeper, which is no show, all go. I prefer sleepers over riced cars.
I'm assuming that means like a car that you decorate the crap out of, but it doesn't function.
Here, let me send you. In the car community, they're called ricers. Where is this is a good example of a ricer.
That
Yeah, C&E gets it. C&E gets it.
it looks like it's winking.
Yeah, that's a ricer for you.
It's 5 spoilers and a jet engine exhaust.
Now the story behind this style of car is actually pretty cool. It came from kamikaze pilots. Like once the war ended, they had nothing else to do. Like the ones that didn't do the deed. So they started making cars and built them like this. These are actually pretty cool, if only slightly unpractical.
If you hit a bumper, you're done for.
Again, only slightly unpractical.
Oh, that
Forget.
brings me into another thing though. I hate lowriders.
I
They
actually like lowriders.
they don't, in my opinion, they put too much of a risk to the bottom of your car, and they just don't look good at
That's
all.
why you ride with skid plates.
Still,
Also, lowriders, if it's just like completely cut springs, that I don't understand. But if you have like hydraulics on there, that way you can raise it and lower it. That I like that.
that most of the ones I've seen are just
Cut springs.
yeah.
Yeah, those I don't understand. I'd
If you
rather
hit-
have
if
it
you
ride
hit a
on
sp-
bags or hydro.
If you hit a speed bump, no matter how
You're
slow you're
done.
going, the underside of your car is gonna have some serious issues.
Yeah, that's just dunzoed.
Oh, this isn't something that I've seen personally, but I've seen plenty of people do it. It's been on the news several times, but for some people try to get away with being in the carpool lane by putting a skeleton in their passenger seat.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, A for effort, but why?
Those people I want to high five.
They, like, I mean,
I don't care that they're breaking the law. I want to high five them because that is just funny.
you should care.
I hmm hmm. My track record does not seem very good for this one, now does it?
Well, hey, what you've done isn't with any ill intentions.
Debatable.
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 You said debatable.
The baby.
Let's go.
The baby car. Do we need the baby
no,
car?
No, we don't.
The baby car.
Dogs are. I don't know if dogs count.
The baby car.
Yeah, C&E, I don't know if dogs count.
The baby car.
I am not going to show it.
Well, then stand by. Save image.
Okay, fine. I'll show it for a moment.
Too late. I'm already making my profile picture.
Alright. Oh.
You'll see it here in a moment, lads.
And then, have you seen anything crazy?
Hold on. I'm eating my pancakes.
My God, you're just like on my brother's podcast. One of his friends is always eating something now. It's just like his thing now.
The baby car.
Stop it. I hate that it's looking at me specifically.
Hi, Iron Giant. Wanna go for a
Oh
ride?
yeah. That's another thing that I wanted to bring up. I have a revised sort of top 5 movie list because my first explanation was crap.
Is this a
But
depiction of your first explanation?
No.
Well, I'm gonna leave this profile picture here now, and you can't stop me.
Okay.
Also, Echo.
well then, other than the videos I've seen, like drive shafts, just not really.
Drive shafts, not shafting. That can that sounded really wrong.
Like the strangest thing I've kind of seen from a car, brother-in-law's last week, and like all of the Cowboys freaking chairs, like freaking chairs for the vehicles, they all have their headrest backwards because they always wear the hat, and it
Yeah, I've
looks
seen that.
strange. And I was sitting in the front seat and I lay my head back and I was like, whoop, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm taking this thing off and turning it around because so long as I'm in this car, it's gonna be this way.
Then you ride with me, where I just leave the entire back of my seat down.
Oh,
Who needs back support?
the week I went up to Flagstaff, actually, we kind of almost got in an accident. I mentioned this before. I think I might have mentioned this to you guys, but on the way up, there's this long stretch of road that goes like up the mountains and stuff, and it's kind of scary how high you get up at some points. But anyway, on one of the turns, we were kind of like because there let me put it this way: there's 2 lanes. Most of the semi trucks are in the right lane. We were just diagonally across from one in the other lane, like right next to it. And all of a sudden, this semi truck's tire just explodes and
Ooh.
sends it just slamming on the brakes into the off to the side of the road. And we were like not even a minute or so ago right behind that truck. So if we hadn't had moved, we probably would have been in some big trouble.
Well-
nothing. It didn't even hit anything either. It just out of nowhere, the thing just exploded.
Did the tread come off of it? That's what happened?
I'm pretty sure.
Or did the tire just pop?
I'm pretty sure
Because
the
if it
tire
just-
I'm pretty sure the whole tire just popped.
If it just went pop, then if you had been behind it would have been fine. You just have to, hit the brakes, make sure that you don't hit the back of the semi. But if it like de-treaded, which is something that actually happens on semis, look it up. It's honestly kind of crazy.
Well, wait, hold on. What? Maybe it is that. What's detreading again?
Basically, so on the outside of the tire, you have your tread, which is basically where it makes contact with the road. If that came off,
Oh yeah, that's what happened.
Then you got a problem. That's not tire explosion. That's the tire delaminating itself, because truck companies like to use retreaded tires, so that tread can sometimes delaminate.
Yeah,
And-
that whole thing just came off.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
And I feel bad for that guy because that is one of the worst spots to get your truck stuck in. It's out in the middle of flipping nowhere, practically, aside from the fact that the road is really busy all the time.
Well, that's why you got the heavy wrecker guys. They do amazing work. There's actually, I might actually still be on Netflix. There's a show called Highway to Hell. Basically, it's a group of people in Canada who keep the roads open. So if a semi crashes or there's a vehicle crash, they go out to the vehicle and clean the road. Or if there's like a semi that's broken down, they go out, help them, tow them if they need it. Or if the semi is stuck on like an incline, they'll go out, tow them to the top, and let them get back on their way. Interesting stuff they do. I
Yeah.
like watching it anyway. Mm,
I mean,
I don't know what to do.
I haven't really had anything else that I can remember at least too crazy happen to me.
Well, how does being run off the road twice by other people sound to you?
Oh dear, don't tell me that's happened to you.
It has. You know both stories as well.
Oh yeah, is one of them that guy that almost T-boned you?
That wasn't getting run off the road. That was just an idiot running the light.
All right.
I have had many close calls in my first year of being legally able to drive on the road.
So, you almost said illegally.
Legally, it's iffy. Anywho, so one story, I was coming home from work. You already know the story, Shadow, because I told it to you on the night that fucking happened. But I was coming home from work. I had a rough day at work. I just wanted to get home. I had an orange Fanta sitting in my cup holder. I just wanted to go home, eat a slice of pizza, and drink my orange Fanta. And this dipshit in a fucking white minivan pulls out in front of me. Mind you, I'm cruising. The highway that I live on is the most dangerous stretch of road in the entire southeast. And that's the highway I have to use to go to and from work.
Yikes.
And this fucking dipshit in a white minivan fucking pulled up right in front of me, and I'm cruising going 50, which speed limit's 45. I'm cruising going 50. They pull out last second, and I whip the wheel to the left. The back end of my front wheel drive V6 Malibu slid. It ain't supposed to do that.
Ouch.
So yeah, the back end slid out. Then I overcorrected slightly, but I missed them. I overcorrected slightly, and I was sliding sideways, doing a left drift. So the car was sliding to the left. I had left input, and the back end was trying to come around. So I gave it a little bit of throttle, and it straightened itself back out. And my Fanta, it was everywhere.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
that part I
very
remember.
I was very 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 unhappy with them.
Did
I
they
was
did they stop?
no. No, I don't care if they stopped because afterwards I might have floored it because I was angry. So angry. Anywho. Next case is not that angry. This
You
one
just
actually
have a
happened a lot more
whole
recently.
freaking meltdown and then you go, anyway, next.
Yeah. Next case actually happened fairly recently. Happened in July, and I'm pretty sure you don't know about this, Raymond. Uh, so I was heading off to the airport to attend to my aviation class, and this guy in a white truck. This road's very narrow. I should point out this road. It's supposed to be a 2-lane, but in reality, it's a 1.5-lane road. So
One and
this
a
guy in his
half.
yeah, it's very narrow roads where I live.
Hmm.
So it's well, the area that I take to get to the airport, it's very narrow roads for the first half of it. Very fun roads, I might add, but very narrow. But yeah, basically this guy in a white truck, he was making a turn to the right, and I'm in the oncoming lane to him. So he's making his right turn, and the front of his truck pulled out into my lane, and I did not expect that to happen. I don't think he was expecting that to happen either. So I literally had to go off to the right. So I put some light pressure on the brakes because it was too late for me to slam on it. I slam on it, I'll just hit him. So I put some light pressure on the brakes to, make sure that things were to go a bit cattywampus. I could slam on it and just hope for the best. But I basically drifted off to the right, went off-roading around the front of this guy's truck, and just carried it all my way.
People.
Yeah, welcome to the crazy drivers of the Southeast. I should really set up a dash cam, that way I can record some of this shit.
I've honestly thought about getting one too, because I know that if I ever were to get in an accident, there's at least a 40% chance that the person is gonna try to bullshit their way out of it. And
yeah, that's how.
blame me.
It's more like an 80% chance where I am.
I can't tell. I've mentioned this before, maybe not on the podcast, but close, or at least somewhat close to where I live. There's this bridge there's a bridge that goes under the interstate that I go under, and there's a spot that or like an exit coming off of the interstate, and it's right around like the corner of the bridge, so like it's blocked off until you pull closer. And I can't tell you how many times people just run that stop sign as I'm coming up on there, and I like have to honk at them, and they look at me and like as if I'm the one that's just honking at them for no reason. It's like there's a stop sign there.
I ain't gonna lie, I have run a few stop signs in my time. Some intentionally, some not. I almost ran one last week. I was cruising down same road that I had the truck pull out in front of me on. But I was just cruising down that road, was just jamming out to music. Then I realized, oh shit, there's a stop sign, and I whacked them brakes. I came to a stop. I didn't run it, and I said audibly to myself, "Well, the brakes work," and then just went on my way.
I've never. Well, I mean, technically, I've run a stop sign because I pull out past them and then stop because I pull out far enough to be able to actually, see the freaking road to see if people are coming by. But I don't actually just go past it. I do stop. I just pull out further.
I mean, if it's a two-way, I'll pull past the sign. That way I can actually see down the road. But if it's a four-way, I stop before the sign.
Oh yeah, I do too. It's just, if I can't see anything, I pull forward.
You would really hate driving down here. You don't have to worry about bushes where you are. I gotta worry about whole fucking forest around here.
Well, I have to worry about buildings and stuff being in the way, so.
I gotta worry about bushes and the country roads. There's some crazy guys out here in the country.
But going back to what I was saying, I haven't technically run any stop signs, though I did accidentally run a do you guys have the I'm sure you do, but you know how when there's rush hour, the on ramps to the freeway, they have like the
yield signs,
the metered thing where it's like you have to stop at the red light, then it turns green and lets one person go.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
So I was coming home. It wasn't even that busy, and there was like nobody even around. But for whatever reason, the lights were on, and I didn't see them until I was already like right at them, and I'm pretty sure I saw red, and I just went right past it. And I'm like, well.
Well, shit. I just went through that light now, didn't I? That's your mindset right there.
It's like, well, that happened. There's nothing I can do about it.
I mean, when it happens, it happens. You just gotta deal with it.
Thankfully, nothing came out of it, but like, what I don't understand it, because it was also like almost 8 o'clock. I want to say, well, no, maybe like 7:30, And for whatever reason, this light was still working despite nobody being there and the freeway being pretty light traffic-wise. It was just on, and I didn't see it till I went right past it.
Well, how you deal with something is kind of how you get the outcome. Well, how you deal with the outcome is good. I don't know. My mind's going crazy. It's been like that for a while. Anywho, want to hear the story about how I managed to dodge a ticket?
You've already told us this on the podcast before.
Well, I don't remember, but I fucking love that story. It is.
Yeah,
it is
you
something.
told it on the first episode, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it was just a random spur of the moment thing. Off topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is an interesting one. I don't know. I still don't know how to this day I managed to dodge that fucking ticket. That ticket had my name on it, and I went.
To this day, I still don't know how you
See
managed
ya.
to deal with both that and being covered in chicken.
That's probably again. Whenever I am angry or I'm just fed up with something, I become the most unintentional smartass you have ever seen. That is verbatim how my mom describes me whenever I'm like just fed up or just out of it. I become a very unintentional smartass because my filter just shuts off.
I'm kind of the same way, but half the time I'm just too scared to say anything.
Whenever I am tired or just fed up with something, I try and cope by having a very, very dry humor, like Sahara dry humor. So dry humor tends to turn out to me being a bit of a sarcastic smartass, and that's basically what I did to him. And I don't know how I managed to get out of that one
Well, I mean,
because
you
I
were
was
being
fed up.
honest and chill, that's how.
I was being very honest, bluntly honest, and I was being chill.
And that's
And
probably the best attitude you can have at a traffic stop.
I also imagine that the guy just looked into my eyes and saw how fed up I was with that day. Because honestly, I had gone by my house because I just wanted to drive. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to drive, do a little bit of spirited driving. And I got pulled over. I just wanted to do some spirited driving, and on the one day that I go through that place and don't check, I get pulled over. Oh well.
I haven't been pulled over before, but I don't doubt that it would happen.
Oh, you ride with me, you'll eventually get pulled over.
Who's to say that's ever gonna happen? If
Come on,
anything,
man.
I'd be the one driving.
No. You're going for a ride, boy. There's no stopping. I am the transport.
You just lean down, alright, hop on.
I will steal your keys and say I am driving now.
You even try to take my keys and I will backhand you.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, well, I don't want to ask.
High pain tolerance. That's how.
Oh, well,
and also Indiana and high pain tolerance. That's how you get backhanded.
We've got 10 minutes left, so, as we start wrapping things up here, I'd like to ask, what are your guys' plans for the rest of the week?
School, work, taking my car to the wash because I haven't washed it since I got it in September. It's now July.
Try me, I washed my car for the first time a few months ago, and I've had it for, like, 4 years.
Brother. That's so much dirt and grime, just...
We never wash our cars.
But then again, it never really looked dirty, so...
We live in the country,
what
you
did you
wash
just
it,
say?
the next day it's gonna be exactly the same.
We live on a dirt road, we still wash our cars, what's wrong with you?
For me, it's not really like the exterior that I care about. It's the interior.
Oh,
That's
the
the main
interior's
reason why I
kind of sometimes, unless, well, I mean, I do clean it out every once in a while, but usually there's a bag of McDonald's just sitting there.
My driveway is completely made out of gravel, and my shoes like to pick up gravels and mud and gunk. So that has just ended up all on my floorboards. So I'm going to take it to the wash, get the outside done, even though I don't really care about that, and just use the vacuum and just suck all that crap up.
Okay, but I don't know about you, but going through the car wash is so fun.
It is fun.
I used to be terrified of it when I was little just because of the thing slapping up against the car, but now I'm like, oh, this looks like I'm going through the freaking time vortex.
Ooh, something just snapped in my mind. Want to know the fastest I have ever gone in real life?
Not really.
I'm going to tell you anyway. How does 160 in a Ford Mustang
So I'm glad Discord cut you off, because all I heard was 160 in a Ford.
and a Ford Mustang GT, 2015 Ford Mustang GT?
I hope it was on a empty road.
It wasn't. It was on the outskirts of, I think, out Atlanta. It was on the outskirts
Well,
of
was it like in
Atlanta.
a forested kind of area that's not really busy?
No, it was on a highway.
Alright, you're
We were going.
completely insane.
I wasn't driving. It was my dad driving.
Oh, okay.
You wonder where I get my, crazy driving from. But yeah, he had
Fastest I've
a
gone, I think, is 90 or 95.
amateur.
Hey, listen, I'm not stupid in speed.
Hey, look, it wasn't stupid. The highway was fairly quiet. It wasn't completely empty, but it was fairly quiet.
It's still
He could see the
speeding.
car. It was a good mile out. So he was like, hey, you want to go fast? And I was like, sure. So he whacked it, and we did 160.
You guys are crazy.
Brother,
On a bike?
C&E. Yeah, C&E. On a bike. That is a different story. I don't know how those like
Wait, do you
bikers
mean a
deal with that
bicycle
shit.
or an actual, like, motorcycle?
Like a motorbike, like a sport bike.
I was gonna say, how the hell do you go 160 on a bicycle? Unless you're going
On a
down a hill.
That would not work.
Yeah.
Going down a hill on a bike, like a regular bicycle, that would that's a I wouldn't trust the wheels to stay on that thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, those Japanese sports bikes are fucking ludicrous. Have any of you seen drag bike racing?
No.
Oh my, these men have balls of steel. Hold on, let me find you a good clip. Drag racing bike. Like,
Uh-huh.
there you go. Copy video URL at current time. Just watch this real quick.
Oh no,
Alright.
I've seen these before.
Crotch
What
rocket.
in the world is this
Drag racing bike.
of a
It's a drag
Good
racing bike.
lord?
How does going a quarter mile in 5 seconds and 83 and 232 miles an hour?
Aside from my ears bleeding from your microphone, no thank you.
It's fun. Also, I did not know that I got loud. Sorry, I get very
Yeah.
passionate about racing.
No, it wasn't even that. It just did a weird thing where it just made your mic turn up its volume by 100.
Oh.
Anyways, MN, what do you have planned?
I believe for the most part it's gonna be working on the house and
Well, you're already a step ahead of me.
yeah, working on the house, and that's probably about it.
Alright, let's see here. Let me get my list together here.
Brother has a whole calendar for everything you gonna do.
No, I just crinkle a whole bunch of paper.
Hold on, let me. There we go, perfection.
No, you gotta do like this. Anyway.
Hold on, let me grab paper.
Okay, this isn't an ASMR channel. Next week, I plan to do at least 2 streams. Gonna be playing some more Alien Isolation, while getting angry at the game for not telling me what to do at all. I'm also going to be attempting a late night 2 Fort stream with MN and Zero. We'll be playing TF2 on 2 Fort late at night. That'll be interesting. Not gonna question your picture choice, Rando.
Breakfast.
I will also be away. I will be watching my sister's dog next week. And that's gonna be fun. Love that big old rascal.
Doggo.
But I still will be
Like
streaming,
dog.
so if you hear loud barks or sniffs, that would be the doggo. Yeah, like that.
I would try and bark, but that's probably not wise because it will be very loud.
That and if the furries will be coming, they'll be here.
I'll be fine.
Not that I have a problem with furries. It's just they're all gonna be here.
It'll be fine. Breakfast man to the rescue.
Oh my god, is that bacon on his? Okay, you know what?
Yes. How
Alright.
did you not notice that he covered up his bald spot with a bacon?
I didn't notice that right away. Anyways, I don't think I wouldn't be surprised if this is a repeat, but for a little promotion segment here, I've been watching another TF2 YouTuber recently by the name of Interstellus. He is a smaller channel that is quickly growing in subscribers. He is, in my opinion, very entertaining and funny. And if you like TF2 stuff, I definitely recommend you check him out. Again, his name is Interstellus, and he is a very entertaining individual. So, in the last 2 minutes here,
Noise time.
get that fly out of here.
Fine.
I thought
What, would you rather have some skulls?
Skulls?
Yeah, skulls.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let me see if I can find that one. Oh wait, no, it's not a skull. It's I think I had this for the first stream. Hold on, let me.
Is it like a tiger or something?
Yeah, you know it. All right, well, let me
10 episodes ago.
Here, this will be better. And there you go. Nice ship.
Is that the pearl? No, that's not the pearl.
No.
It kind of looked like it at first.
That reminds me, completely off topic, but
You got a minute.
I realized I forgot to mention this during like a favorite music stuff, like a few episodes ago, quite a few episodes ago actually. The Dreadnoughts, great sea shanty bands, absolutely love them.
I like, I can't remember his last name, but Nathan. He's the one who did Wellerman. The one that everyone liked. I know it's not the original one, but
the Wellerman I like comes from The Longest Johns.
I think I've seen that one too. That one's not bad.
Yeah, I sent that one to you.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
The Longest Johns have done a lot of stuff. They also did a song on the Mont Blanc.
Oh yeah.
They got some good stuff. I really like them. Oh, and the Jolly Roger. Can't forget the Jolly Roger. They are amazing. Humor is a little questionable, but they are amazing.
Well, I
They
think
take
we're...
piracy to the max.
I forgot to change the topic to closing, but oh well. Anyways,
It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry
were you
about.
about to say something else?
Nah.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be all for this episode of the Hawkcast. Thank you all for watching. Join us next week on the 23rd of July, not April.
What about August now?
I didn't say August, I said July.
I thought you said Julim.
Yeah, join us next week on the 23rd at 5 p.m.
Of Julim.
Oh my God, at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because daylight savings is overrated and you all suck. I'm kidding. But it is overrated. And yeah.
Only reason to move to Arizona. No daylight savings time bullshit.
Exactly. We already have enough people living here, though, so please don't.
I'm coming for... No. I'd rather move to Oklahoma.
That's not bad.
Nice
Anyways,
and flat.
we'll see you next week. Have a good one.
See you.
And then you're supposed to say something.
No.
Say something, Emmett.
No.
Give the glorious
about to
audience
be-
a goodbye.
You're the Combine Sniper.
There we go,
About
good
to
enough.
be extinct. Come here.
We're gonna make sure you're extinct this time. Get over here.